to throw all this hate in the rear view. No doubt you'll need someone beside you who's come to terms with all this shit you say and do. We've been running for so long, forgotten how to get along. Staying with you feels so wrong, but I know you stay on my mind. You're so sick, you make me itch. I talk, sing, not tired, and my fingers twitch. The thought of you, it burns my skin to the bone. And still you're who I want to hold. Take it back, too much to unpack. The hate in your head and heart that you lack. The thought of you, it burns my skin to the bone. And I can't leave you alone. So sick, you make me itch. You burn my skin. Still you I want to hold. You're so sick, you make me itch. I talk, sing, I'm tired, and my fingers twitch. The thought of you, it burns my skin to the bone. And still you I want to hold. Take it back, too much to unpack. The hate in your head and heart that you lack. The thought of you, it burns my skin to the bone. And I can't leave you alone. You're so sick, you're selfish, you're tactless. Still you who I want to hold. I miss how we used to be weightless. And I can't leave you alone.
Hello guys, it's another fun stream. I don't know why it says Arsenal Real Madrid on the timer. I changed that. Hello. It's outrageous. Anyway guys, how are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Why? I literally edited this. What's going on? I was going to say it's another fun time where we don't have to worry about anything because it is just... City aren't involved, so we can sit back, kick back, relax, watch a different Premier League side who aren't, you know, grossly negligent and incompetent like us. Speaking of negligent and incompetent, I'll tell you what the issue was, guys. I created the document as a .psd file, but then I didn't export it as a .png, and here we are, and now it's amended. Boom, 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 shake the room. It's Lisa again. Love you too, guys. Good to see we're fostering a positive, healthy, you know, non-toxic community here. I love you guys. What is happening? The Nobbins. Big up to you, Anthony. PSG will have far too much for the Villa. Well, there's an opportunity for a couple of ex-Manchester lads to make a name for themselves tonight in Rashford and Rodgers. I've just realised there is a triple R connection going on up top for Villa tonight with Rodgers, Rashford and Ramsey. But we saw, as City fans, that PSG are pretty devastating. And they've got very exciting, fun attackers. And even if they're 2-0 down, as it turns out, they can still overcome the odds. Hello to you, Mr. A. Goodbye, Mr. A. I promise you were lovers, but you said too much. It's a good song. Is that the Hoosiers who sings that one? I think it might be. Hey, I'm always a professional knobhead. You know the drill. There's Phil Foden. What are you doing in this chat, mate? Get rested, because we're probably going to need you to start against the Palace. Otherwise, I don't know who's going to take our shots for us. Score predictions, guys. I'm hoping yesterday we had... Because yesterday was a fun game, as it turned out. Even if it maybe wasn't the result we wanted, but it was still a very fun result and a very fun match. Hoping for similar vibes tonight. The reason why we're doing this match, we picked it over Barca Dortmund, even though I'd prefer to watch Barcelona on their own. Again, apologies to Jack, I know you're a big Dortmund fan. But I can only see that being a battering, especially since it's at Barca. I can see this match being a lot tight. Excuse me, a lot tighter, with Villa being a genuine threat on the counter attack as well. You've got pacey, powerful players like Rashford and Rodgers. I'm hoping it's a tight affair. As long as we still have some competition going into the second leg, that's all I really care about. So even if it's 1-0 to PSG, that's fine. That's chill, isn't it? That's all good. That's all good in the proverbial. I've just set a top 10% lap around Monaco. Well done, Kazoo. 2-1 to PSG. Villa are going to do a low block. Finley says, come on, Villa. It would be a fun story if Villa could win. I guess you've got to think about it like this. And maybe the answer to this question is Villa, in fairness. Which of these sides has a better chance of beating Arsenal in the semi-final? Now, genuinely, the answer to that might be Aston Villa. Because they tend to... I feel like Emery's Villa tends to do quite well against Arsenal in recent years. And may have made that up, but instinctively that seems to be the case. Or do you think it's just firepower of PSG? Who do you think has got a better chance of beating Arsenal in a semi-final? And there, you should probably decide who you think should be winning. Amar thinks it is PSG. And I genuinely don't know. I think both of them would give... I mean, hopefully they'd give them a trickier game than Madrid last night. And there we go. We've kicked off. Go whoever. Go to the good football. That's all I want. Let's have a nice, clean match. Big up to you, Faisal. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. I'm in my Team Rocket shirt. I finished the building of my Sarlacc pit today. This is a very fun build. It looks very lovely on display as well. At some point, I do want the Jabba sail barge to go with it. That's quite expensive, so that won't be for a while. What else have I done today? That's fun. I mean, I've done, like, work stuff and behind the scenes stuff, obviously, but I'm just trying to think of fun stuff. That's about it, to be honest, mate. But what's the best thing you guys have done today? What's the most fun thing? Mine's been building the Sarlacc pit. I see both teams scoring, but PSG winning. Interested in seeing where Villa stand in Europe? Yes, absolutely, Dave. I think this is the first Champions League game I've watched from Villa this season. Must confess, I've not been keeping up to date with their campaign. I know they obviously did a hell of a lot better than us. That's all I know. The first likeable PSG team in history. Now, it would be hilarious if Mbappe leaves PSG and then PSG win the whole thing. That would be impressive. And it would be very funny for an Mbappe situation. It would be sort of similar to when Kane went to Bayern in the first season. They'd go trophyless in like over a decade or something. Asensio to be the X factor for Villa. He's not starting today. Let's have a look at the bench. He is on the bench. In fair, so is Watkins. So yeah. Onana not getting a start, which is, again, interesting. Because you guys know I'm a big fan of Onana. There we go. I forgot Disasi was a Villa player. I keep forgetting that. Villa, you think, because Emery's ruined Arsenal a few times? Or PSG dominating the opening exchanges? What sort of curry was it, mate? Cancelo did it as well, yeah. What a boy. Doing uni coursework. Hey, that's good. This one's on TNT, Amar. For me, anyway. TNT Sports. What course are you doing, Phil Foden? PSG with a shot immediately outside the box, and it's well over in the end. German Chicken Wing says, I thought he can't play. He seems to be on the bench, matey. If you're talking about Asensio, I think. So it seems to be all right there. I mean, Cancelo was able to play against us literally in the same match. If you're thinking about loan rules. So I'm guessing there's not an issue there. Booing Martinez, why? Is it because of his French heroics? Sorry, heroics against France at the World Cup. That makes sense. Kazoo, that's wild. Your friend's nan. Oh gosh, what are they playing at? Business management. Good luck, mate. I'm sure you'll smash it. Are you enjoying it? Are your studies going well? Yeah, it's poor by Martinez, and he gets ridiculed by the PSG fans. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if PSG won the Champions League. they are a lot more likable than they were, and I did really dislike them when they had all those quote superstars. I know they still have them, but you know what I mean? When it was a few years ago and every single year, like, they were the favourite. It's like, guys, this team are overrated and are shit. They don't function as a team. Now they're actually a good team. Fair play. Fair play. What happened to the Timberwolves? Ryan, we don't talk about that. What did happen? Did they play? I don't know. I've not been keeping up to date with the playoffs. Have they started yet? Are they in the playoffs? Oh. They lost against the Bucks. To be fair, the Bucks are better than us, so I'd expect that. Oh, the playoffs haven't happened yet. Oh, when are they? Are the T-Wolves even going to be in it? How many points did Edwards get? That's the real question. That's all I really care about. Giannis only got 23 points. What a dickhead. Oh, Edwards only 25. We don't talk about that, though. Come back to Amazon Prime. Definitely not. Oh, here's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, I thought he was going to take a shot. On the edge of the box comes to Dembele. Really good pressing there by Villa, and it's a taming of shot by Vitinha. Martinez hangs on. And I think we can immediately see how this match is going to go. Look at how many Villa bodies are in that PSG box. Look at them all. He did a naughty before the match. What was the naughty he did? I think that's the case, German Chicken Wing. Anyway, I love your I've always loved your profile picture, by the way. It's very cool. PSG game against Liverpool was amazing. They are my new favourites to win the Champions League, says Louise. Yeah, they were very fun in that matchup. The question is, would they be able to, because let's be honest, Arsenal are going through. Would they be able to break down the Arsenal's defence? That's the question. The Arsenal, who are injury-ridden and yet can still call on 9 out of 11 of their starters. Wow, I don't know how they do it, guys. And I'm not even saying that to be, like, mean or, like, salty. Just the way it's banged on about, it's like, you're fine. You're actually fine. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't mind if PSG won. T-Wolves winning by 24. Oh my god. Well, we don't talk about that, Ryan, yeah? We don't talk about that. There was an even worse one. I think we were leading by 30 points at one point. I just couldn't believe what I was watching. And then Edwards bottled a free throw, and that pissed me off. Score predictions for both games. I'm a Barca 4, Dortmund 1, PSG 2, Villa 0. I'm going to go, 2-0 to Barcelona. 2-0 against Dortmund. And tonight, I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. You've gone for 2-0. That's reasonable. I think Villa might get a goal. I'm going 2-1 to PSG tonight. I do think that there will be... do think both sides will score, but I don't think it's going to be like a big battering, like a 3-0 or a 4-0 or a 4-3 or some insane scoreline. I think it'll be relatively low scoring. 2-1. Villa regrets kicking in, says Dave. He wore a cap that had Argentina's trophies he won. That's really funny. He's such a dickhead, isn't he? Oh, God. Yeah, and again, I know that there was that table that went round saying, they're number 1 in the injury table. As, again, comes to Kvaratskhelia. Oh, he went down. I thought he could have had a penalty there if had he stayed down. Martinez with the save. Oh. I know there was that table going round, but again, I would question that heavily. I do not believe that City were only like 7th in that table. I refuse to believe that. So I'd love to know what the exact parameters are. Oh, he could have gone down there, I reckon, Kvaratskhelia. He was honest. Could have gone down. I mean, just miss a decent chance. Yes, man, if you're watching... oh, no, that's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do. I was going to... I can get Sky Go on my phone. I will be behind a little bit, but I can. If a goal happens, I can still at least talk about it. Oh, guys, should I watch... Guys, let's scrap this. Coventry Portsmouth are on. No. Yeah, I'm going to get... I've got the Barca game on my phone to the side here. I am multitasking, yes. I love that Lamine Yamal in-swinging cross, by the way. It's very beautiful. Right, I've got that on my screen now. I'm also watching both. Boom. But mainly PSG Villa, with just keeping a close tab on that. I will be a bit behind there. Why do you not want me to watch Dortmund, Jack? What does Trent bring to that Madrid side? Set pieces spamming long balls to Vinny. I don't know. Is Ancelotti leaving at the end of the season? Is his contract up? Don't know what the situation is there. I'd guess that he's going to be... We'll find out, but I would assume that he's going to be almost like a more traditional player like he was, you know, back sort of like five-ish years ago, rather than this inverting option. That's what I would predict. And to have those ridiculous balls from deep to the pace of Mbappe and Vinicius and Rodrigo. There's some lovely little inside runs by the PSG players so far. So many, and I hate using this word, but hopefully you guys know what I mean. So many technical players on their pitch right now. Oh, Kvaratskhelia, what a ball that is. Oh, dearie me. Kvaratskhelia is so lovely. That was Nuno Mendes in the box. Oh, look at that. The fake. Oh, how's he found Nunes there? That's beautiful. Will we win Europe? Ryan, let's not sing the great music. Let's wait and see if we actually end up in it. I still think that we make top 5. That's not because I have any faith in City. It's purely because Chelsea, Villa, Newcastle all have much harder fixtures. That's all it is. Also, Villa still have Champions League football to contend with. And I know that it's only the Conference League for Chelsea, but they do still have to be in it. So that there's that added facet as well. I do think that is a thing. I can't remember what Forest's run is. And I can't remember how many points ahead of us they are now. But yeah, I think Chelsea might be the one that drop out to me, because their run is horrible. I know we've spoken about it to death, but it is horrible. Whereas ours, it's not easy, because it's no easy fixture in the Premier League, but at least the hardest matches, oh, what a lovely little flick that was, at least the hardest matches are at home. So, you know, against Villa, at least we're at home. Bournemouth, at least we're at home. Levin missed a big chance, but saved 1-0. Thoughts on the City links of your mouth shut up. They might sack him. So when's his contract up? Oh, it's Tuchel! That's my England manager. Yeah, big up. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Dortmund. Ancelotti's not leaving, but he could be sacked. Again, you'd think that given how cutthroat they are, if he gets knocked out of the Champions League in this embarrassing fashion and they don't win La Liga, it would not surprise me at all if they just binned him off. Another year, another failure to defend a league title, potentially. My big eyebrow Carlo getting tactically spanked. Social media fans want him gone. Oh, Kvaratskhelia, it's a loose ball. Can Villa counter? They're wearing Real Madrid's colours tonight. That's tidy. Watch Real Madrid's. Watch Aston Villa's midfield tonight, guys. I mean, also watch PSG's, of course. But look at Aston Villa's midfield tonight and PSG's and just sigh and look at ours and compare it to what we have at City. Compare to what we saw that triumvirate against United with Bernardo, Kovagundo. And just look at the comparison. Where does that midfield 3 rank in like the Premier League? Because it's worse than Brighton's, and it's worse than Newcastle's, and it's worse than Bournemouth's. It's probably like lower mid-table, and I'm not being funny. I don't think that's harsh. It probably actually is. And we thought we could win at Old Trafford with that. Horror. INSTA got a good chance. Of course they have, Ahmad. Of course they have. We don't need to worry. We're going to get there. I hope so, Roman. I hope so. The way we're going, we might not even get Europa League. Yeah, might be conference or worse or nothing. Even last year, Leicester were on track for a record points total in the Championship, only to barely scrape the title. Oh, what's the Donnarumma? PSG keep what's Donnarumma doing? You guys know my thoughts on Donnarumma. I think he's one of the worst He might be the worst goalkeeper, starting goalkeeper at a like elite club. Is he the worst? Can someone name me a worse one? I've always hated Donnarumma, and that sounds really harsh. I don't know the guy. I've always thought he was shit. So let me rephrase that. He's always been horrible at commanding his box. The ability to play out from the back does not exist. Sometimes the shot stopping is good, but then at other times it's horrendously inconsistent. Let me know. Is he the worst goalkeeper at an elite club? And I'm not talking, we don't include fucking United. I'm talking about, clubs that could actually win the Champions League. You get me? It's beyond ass. Edison's worse. Amar, chill. Chill. I know you don't like Edison, but chill. Edison's better. Chill. Donnarumma's just trash, Daniel. My nan. Yeah, big up Joan, man. Big up Nana Nobbins. Penalty saving merchant for police, yeah. No, you wouldn't, Amar. No. Go back and watch some of our games from 16-17. You can't do it. No. Just go back, watch the highlights of that Everton game. That's all you need to do. Good Lord. What were we thinking? I allow that signing because it was a proof of concept of this is how it... Oh, balling behind Hakimi. This is lovely, but the tick control is not accurate enough. It's a... Oh, it's a goal kick. What an L. I thought that was Howard Webb for a second there. He was onside as well. What a shame. Yeah, Villa. Lovely ball by Vitinha. Too easy to get in behind their defence, though. Exactly, yeah. Look, he's a tall boy, and he's good at saving penalties. Well done. And that's where it ends. I don't have 5-0 up yet. Nah, it's currently 0-0, mate. Oh! Dortmund nearly scores. They put a brilliant ball into the box. Oh, it was offside. Irrelevant. Yeah, we don't... Claudio Bravo tried to restore his reputation by winning us the League Cup that one time, but there's only so many mistakes that can be erased with heroics, and no amount of heroics could erase that. It was like, that Zach Steffen semi-final showing. It was like that every single week. It's like, right, we are conceding every single shot. It's mental. And it wasn't even good on the ball that year either. That was the thing. Caballero won us the League Cup. There was a year where Bravo did it as well, though, no? Wasn't there a Wolves game? Or in a quarter or semi-final? And I'm sure even the final, wasn't he good against Villa? I'm sure. Oh, yellow card here. Matty Cash, naughty. Poland legend. Any Dortmund spoilers will result in a permanent ban. I'm going to be well behind you, mate, because I'm on 15:45 right now because I'm watching it on my phone. Oh, yeah, Caballero did it as well. Of course he did. Yeah. Of course he did. That was against... Was it Liverpool or Chelsea? I think... Was it Liverpool? Was it under Pellegrini? Yeah, it was, because Pellegrini came out after saying, I promised Caballero the final. And yeah, that was Liverpool. Yeah, thank you. That game pissed me off, because we got robbed that day. Can't remember why we got robbed, but we did. There was a reason. Did we score an offside goal, but it wasn't offside, or... There was a reason why. I got annoyed watching it. Is Stefan still in the books? Didn't we sell him... Actually, I don't even know. We didn't sell him to Middlesbrough, did we? I can't remember what happened to Stefan. Let me see if I can find out. Does anyone know off the top of their head? He plays in MLS. Right, but is he on a permanent or what? He's not even young either. He's 30. He's beyond ass. We don't have him. Okay, thank God. This has been all PSG so far. I reckon, though, Villa would be relatively happy with a 1-0 loss. Take it back to Villa Park. Bosh. I can appreciate that. He was easily the worst. Signing. Actually, maybe not. Because again, I understand it's a proof of concept. I understand that. It was like a trial. It was like, right, this is how we're going to try to warm up. This This is how we're going to try to play. Oh, the lovely little footwork and flicks. Gorgeous. Jackson, I'm sure he's a good guy. I'm sure he's a lovely chap. That doesn't stop him being stinky as a goalkeeper, or certainly in that semi-final against Liverpool. Like, he was the reason we lost that day. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Every single goal he was at fault for. It was mad. Villa have got to be careful trying to build up from the back against the high-pressing PSG. That's a foul. Yeah, pushing the back. You can't get away with that, matey. They just need to go for the ball over the top to Rashford, surely. Name a worse sign. But Calvin doesn't count. Well, that's who I was thinking. That's who I was thinking, to be honest. He's probably the worst, unless there's someone obvious I'm forgetting under. It's not fair to say Mendy because he got horrendously injured, and there's nothing that we could have done there. Like, he would have been a perfect, brilliant footballing signing for us, but he did his ACL, and that was the end of him as a player. That's not really his fault. Anyone from this PSG squad you would like to have for next season? I'd take their whole midfield, Ahmad. If the competition is Bernardo Covagundo, I'd take Aston Villa's midfield. You know, John McGinn at this point. Yeah, João Neves would be the one for me. He was a name that I liked the sound of. I still preferred Bruno G, but João Neves was my second choice in the summer. That obviously didn't happen. And I'm still in the dark as to why it didn't happen. Because it was always the talk of he's going to cost like 130 million or something, like the release clause. PSG got him for like a packet of crisps. So I don't really understand what happened. Cross in, Villa defend, easy mode. I totally agree, football latest. I don't know what happened there. How did this Rafinha bloke play for a newly promoted Leeds United? He's sort of come out of nowhere, hasn't he? In relative terms, I don't think anyone really foresaw these levels of performances. Danilo was a fine player. He was fine. He was a backup right back who could also play at left back. He was a good option to have. Nolito had a decent first half of the season, and then that was the end of that. Don't know why he had the number 9. That was a weird time. I have. It looks fine. Looks fine. I won't be getting it. Yeah, I agree with this. Yeah, 60 million is mental. Yeah, only 60 million is insane. Stupid. Yeah, he was fine. He was a competent understudy at right back or left back. He was a good option. You know, can't really remember making many high profile errors. And speaking of errors, slip there allows Rodgers to try to play in Rashford. The ball just gets to him, but he has to backpedal, and that's taking out all the stinger momentum in this counter-attack. Look at Kvaratskhelia go, man. Look at the pressing. That'll be a foul, but I love the intensity from him. I love it. He would have been a lovely City player, wouldn't he? I remember there was a time where people were saying he would be like a great Grealish replacement. Oh, that's not a foul. So many bodies still back here for Villa, though. Despite it being a counter. What can they do? Look at how advanced Hakimi's been. Nice little 1-2. No one in the box, though. Falls to Vitinha. Edge of the box. Oh, just over. That was a nice attack. Yeah, Hakimi's advanced positioning is crazy today. Exactly, football ladies. He didn't have to be a starter because we had Kyle Walker when he was Kyle Walker, you know? He didn't have to start all the time. He just had to be good enough. I have no idea, Musty. Neves was a release clause around 60 mil. I thought his release clause was a lot higher, but they got him for cheaper. I thought there were rumours his release clause was like over 100 million. Am I being stupid? I thought that was the case. Or around 80, 90. Again, maybe I'm misremembering. Really? Oh, I said really. Of course they've won Ligue 1, and of course they're going to win the French Cup. That does make sense, to be fair. Nah, okay, we can't have PSG winning the treble. We can't have them winning a 21st century treble. That's an elite collection of people. Yeah? And PSG don't get invited yet. You can't do us and have your first Champions League be part of the treble. Only we get to do that. Well, and also all the other clubs that did it. But in the 21st century, we're the only club that get to do that. It's interesting how PSG have played for a year now without a proper ball winner in midfield, yet concede so few goals. I guess if you've got really like intense athletic players who can still run around a lot, like a Neves, and also you've got like really feisty fullbacks and quick fullbacks as well, and high effort wide players, I guess it works out. Shaquille asks, do you think we can get Rodrigo? No, and I don't think I'd want Rodrigo anyway, in all honesty. We crunched the numbers on a recent stream, and I think we established that unless you are going for like not very good players, there is no room in the budget for this winger who's going to cost like 80, 90 million quid. It's not going to happen. Oh, Vitinha. I love his little legs. Oh, why have you given away the ball as I say that, you little idiot? What a fantastic effort that is by John McGinn. I was just backing you, and that's what you give me. Oh, Jack, it's not looking good for you, mate. Let's have a look at this, then. So, it is a free kick for Barcelona. Ball in. Deep, not defended. Oh, that's really poor by Dortmund. That's not even a hard effort to defend against. That would be so real. I will be so real. If you're going to concede a goal to Barca, it shouldn't be from a bloody set piece. It's not good enough. Well, nah, chill on Smyan. It's all good. Hakimi pouncing down the right. Vitinha in support. Play it to Vitinha with his baby legs. Oh, a little dink. Martinez had to come for it. Did. Well done. Jack. Release clause was 120. But he wanted to leave. Why didn't we go for him then? Pissing me off. Did he? I don't know. Like started? I can't remember. Can't recall. Won't lie to you. God, Villa are really making a mess of it there. They could be the first French side to go an entire league campaign unbeaten. That's pretty cool. Again, that would be cool if they get all these records after Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe leave. That would be quite funny. Would it be a quadruple? Oh, is that because did they win like the French Super Cup? I mean, a quadruple's cute, but... Oh my god, there's a VAR goal check. I didn't even notice that, Jack. Well, we'll stay tuned on that. VAR. Rafinha's looking on. What's he got to say for himself? It's not looking good, Jack. It's not looking good, I can't lie. It's been given. Rice's free kick got overrated. It was a good free. It was a very good free kick, and it was very lovely. But I have literally seen some people say it is the best free kick in Champions League history. Why is Donnarumma trying to play it from the back? Just put the shit ball playing in the bag, bro. Yeah. I've seen people say it is the best free kick in Champions League history, and I think that we need to chill. We need to chill there. They can beat them, definitely KDB the GOAT, but I just wonder whether there will be some Arsenal defensive masterclass situation, because Arsenal like beat them quite comfortably in the group stages, if memory serves. Like PSG couldn't even lay a glove on them. So it's not necessarily a given. Maybe, must say. I genuinely can't remember. Messi versus Liverpool was clear. I think I prefer that as well. No, of course, they are ridiculous. But yeah, mad. Wait, what? Toby, that's not what we're saying. Musty was just saying that it's become a bit overrated because people were saying it's the best ever. And I agree. It's not the best ever. It's a wonderful, world-class free kick. Of course it is. But, yeah. Why can't people just, like, enjoy stuff and chill? PSG were bad until they played us. What changed? Dembele was suspended for the Arsenal game. Is that the only difference? That goal did go to Rafinha, by the way. It's a different PSG. I hope so. You know? I hope so. Although I don't really want anyone from this bracket to win. I'd rather a Bayern or a Barca win it. That's beautiful, Toby. Oh, here we go. Villa on the counter. Marcus Rashford, what do you have for me? Nothing. Had to back off. Has Rashford ever played in a Champions League quarter-final? I feel like he probably has, but when we United in a... Because, again, this isn't a dig. They're just not... They haven't been consistently in the Champions League for the past 10 years. Yes, he has. Is it a semi-final he hasn't played in? Who did they play in the quarters and when? Was that the year where they... Was that under Ollie where they beat PSG? Yeah, they beat PSG in the to get to the quarters. So, who did they play? Who knocked them out in the quarters? Barca. Can't remember that game. I definitely would have watched it, though. Can't remember that game. Don't know why. So a chance here for Rashford, then, if he goes through tonight, to get as far in the Champions League as he's ever got. Or further, sorry. Oh, Messi spunked on them. Yeah, sounds about right. That does sound about right. Sounds like a Messi thing to do. Little freak. Who do you think you are? Being so good at football, little weirdo. 30 minutes in, despite all of PSG's huffing and puffing, nothing clear-cut as of yet, and Villa are holding their own. They haven't really come out and threatened offensively, but you get me? If that's the game I'm thinking of, then I think United actually started relatively well in the tie or in the match, but then they ultimately got, yeah, dismantled. It's Dembele. Don't let him get past you, mate, or you're shafted. Is it worth just watching Barca instead? Well, they're already 1-0 up, Toby, and they're probably going to win quite comfortably. This game, there's at least a sort of air of question marks. Also, Toby, let's be honest. We're watching one of your semi-final opponents. So you need to do some scouting, yeah? Yes, Musty, I do. Speaking of WWE, if Liam's available, we're going to do our WWE... We're finally going to do the next pay-per-view on the Twitch tomorrow evening. Like, Liam's not been available the past couple of weeks. I think he is available tomorrow. I will message him to make sure. But it is the Vengeance pay-per-view. It is Raw's second pay-per-view. Yeah, exactly. That's the term, isn't it? Yeah, there's Jeopardy. My scouting isn't being used by the club. Toby, that's not with that mentality. Not with that mentality. Do it Saturday. Hello? City play on Saturday. And I'm going to my parents' house on Saturday. Why can you not do Saturday, Musty? Is that sorry, can you not do tomorrow? Is that what you're thinking? Let me know. Due, great name. A wonderful name. Vitinha again with his little legs. Oh, giving away the ball though. Here come Villa on the counter. Got to make these moments count. They're so tight on them immediately. Technically can. That means you can then, Musty. Easy as that. Yeah, because I physically won't be able to do Saturday. You're talking about Lewis Kelly. Oh, wow, Toby. You little hipster. I was talking about Lewis Skelly before it was cool. German chicken wing, surely not. You don't think Madrid can come back? I asked the question on Twitter, and LB used Grok and said that apparently the last time Madrid came back, so it's never happened in the Champions League era. They've never come back from 3-0 down in the Champions League. 40 years ago, in the old European Cup, they came back against Borussia Mönchengladbach. I think they were 5-1 down in the first leg, and then they brought it back to 5-all. Oh, here we go. Villa have got a 3-on-3 here. McGinn, be decisive. Oh my God, there's bodies forward for Rashford. And they're in PSG's box. Surely it's got to be. And Villa have taken the lead against the run of play. It's Morgan Rogers. He's ice cold. And there is the future King of England in the bloody crowd. Oh. Hello. Hello. 1-0 to Villa. 1-0 to Villa. Good God, it all came from one again. Wonderful. There is 0 right back there. Wonderful goal by Villa. Oh, Nuno Mendes, what are you doing? Nuno Mendes. You stinky boy. Slipped in. Everything about that goal was perfect. I thought Tielemans was going to go for there. I thought he messed it up, but no, it's perfect into Rodgers. And there it is. We said, could the Manchester lads do something? And there he is. What a boy. What a boy. Smian says PSG to make the comeback 2-1. Hey, we were 2-0 up in around the 50th minute, and we managed to get beaten. Was it 4-2 or 5-2? So, you get me. Rashford's cooking. Yeah, Rashford did well there. Nice little slip into Tielemans. And again, the ability to get up there, provide that numerical overload. Bosh. Why not, Jack? This is the Morgan I want, not Gibbs shite. I don't read... These Gibbs White links are incredibly upsetting. I mean, I just don't... I'm not being funny. I would rather no signing than Gibbs White. Just... If the decision is to have him or no one, and like get another player in the future instead and allocate the funds elsewhere, literally someone else. I would not be a happy boy. I'd like make rant videos. I'd turn into that sort of YouTuber. PSG trying to come forwards. This is lovely intricate play. And nearly an immediate response, really well blocked and defended by Villa. Dear me. You can't be losing, PSG, and take this defeat to Villa Park. You are going to get spanked. Oh, that's lovely. Who was that? Morgan Rogers. Beautiful work. I'm being harsh and Gibbs, so at least he can run 10k. That's lovely. But if the idea is that we're signing him to be this more offensive midfielder now, I just don't really see the point. Don't really get it. He's not the level of player that I think we should be looking to rebuild this midfield. You know what, Musty? I don't think I've ever watched a City inside. It's a bloody disgrace, yeah. Another squad player, Dave. Yeah, I like, whatever. Oh, here we go. Cash. Oh, that's a terrible cross. Deary me. Where is Echeverry? He's chilling. He's chilling. He's also not really good enough to be starting for City right now anyway. Don't worry about it, guys. There's no rush. He's not, despite, I know there's a lot of hype. Trust me, he's not yet good enough to be like starting for City on a consistent basis. I've not, Musty, no. What's happened? He never existed. Yeah, very good goal, Anthony. Yeah, lovely. Very nice. Oh, here we go. Hakimi into Dembele. Oh, twinkle toes. Oh, he wants that foul. He doesn't. Oh, Martinez nearly spilled it. Oh, oh my. What a weird save that was. I thought he bottled the save and then he amended his own error. What is going on? I want to watch that replay, please. PSG have taken it quickly. Here's Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Have a shot, mate. You know you want to. Do a or do a not? Oh, he do a does. What a ridiculous goal. That is marvellous. Oh, we got goals tonight, boys. Brilliant. That double save meant fuck all. Brilliant. That is mental. There was no hope for Martinez there. I love goals like that. Cuts in, right foot, Bosch, top corner. Easy. Good lord. Could Villa have done anything about this? If you're being harsh, Rodgers lets him go a little bit too easily, and then no one's really closing it, but it is a mad finish. Like, it is mad. There's nothing Martinez can do. It's off the underside. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. If you're being really harsh, you could say maybe Rodgers could get a bit tighter to him, but I think you've just got to accept that that is a mad goal. I love it when they go off like the bar or the post. That finish is glorious. Oh, 2 good goals. Well in. I did not think we were going to have this many goals in the first half. Boom, 1-1. Oh yeah, I saw that. That was horrible, wasn't
I'm younger than Do.
2. Yeah, 1-1, mad. Madness. What a fun game this is. We've been entertained in this quarterfinal so far, guys. We've been entertained. Lovely stuff. What is it in the other games? It's still 1-0. Yeah, still 1-0. Oh, here's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, he's driving. Oh, he's fouled. Tackled, sorry. What an L. Go on, Rodgers. Drive, mate. Drive. Oh, a fun switch, that is. Nice idea. Oh, Rashford keeps it alive. It's a fall. It's a slip, sorry, by the PSG player. Oh my god, Rashford's in the box. Oh, he just couldn't get it. What a shame. This is very fun match. PSG have momentum now, says Mr. A. Yes, indeed. Yeah, lovely by Rashford. What do we think is going to happen to Rashford, guys? Do we think that, Okay, Will. Do we think that he's... Oh, here's the Martinez one. Oh, it's a lovely double save, in fairness, yeah. Do we think that he returns to United? Or what? Amorim seems to have, like, a proper agenda against him. He should just retire. Fairs. He's awful. He's been good tonight. The issue with Rashford is he's clearly got, like, I mean, like, physically, he's incredibly quick. So immediately that's going to give you an advantage. But there's just never been that. There's never been that consistent great season and consistent great season and consistent great season over and over. There's been far too much inconsistency. Here's Dembele. Oh, space it. Oh. Ruiz not quite. And here's Doué again. I thought he was going to have another twat. Kvaratskhelia. It's a corner. Oh my god, Martinez going to action. Couldn't give a shit about voter ID. Shite ads. Why is that being advertised? Roman, chill. Chill. We don't want Rashford. Oh, gosh. Villa are under pressure here. Starts for Arsenal, City, Liverpool. I don't think that Arsenal would want Rashford. Yeah. I wouldn't want him starting for City either. I'd be so real. I will not lie to you. Unreal. Barr's doing well at Lawn. Next season could be back at City. I don't know because we already have so many centre-backs, don't we? I don't even know who that's supposed to be. Why did... I don't know how much I believe that, though, Will. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but if that was the case, then why didn't Arsenal like go for him in January as an option on loan? Why didn't they do that? Am I like missing something? Why wouldn't they have just done that? Because they needed a forward player. Oh, Vitinha, twinkle toes again. It's such lovely football by PSG, innit? Or it is punked on Sterling. I don't... But aren't Chelsea paying all the wages for Sterling? I thought that was established. That Chelsea basically paying all of his wages. They didn't buy anyone. They clearly had the money. Oh, Hakimi's onside here. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he can. That's brilliant. Again, in behind the Villa defence. They're hanging on here. Got to keep it 1-1 going into half-time. Surely. Here it is again. Doué. Surely not a second. Oh, lovely block. God, he's a menace. He's so lovely. He's only 19. Christ. Swap Echeverry for Doué. Crazy. Oh yeah, I saw this. That's good news for Liverpool. There's still clearly a number of good years in them. They are. I'm sure they're paying like wasn't it like 80 or 90% or something insane? And there's also no loan fee. It was some mad deal where Arsenal were like, yeah, we might as well do it then. Yeah, sorry, Jack. I don't think they're going to start now. It's still 1-0, by the way. Trivia time. Okay. What is the trivia, Musty? Let me know. Rashford and some would definitely turn heads bigger than Villa. What? I don't see why that. Why does that mean Arsenal can't just sign him on loan when they were having a forward crisis? Grealish has a deal in place to be sold. Where's that come from? It sort of needs to happen. So I'm happy is not the right word because I'm a bit sad about what's happened to Jack, but from a practical perspective, I'm happy if that is the case because he does have to go. People are saying keep him, and that's fine. But my retort to that is, are you keeping him to be a starter consistently, like week in, week out? If the answer's no, then you need to get rid of him because he's one of our highest earners. You can't have that sort of player just, chilling and like hogging up all the wages. When was the last time Madrid lost the first leg of a Champions League game by 3 goals? And what was the score in the second leg at the Bernabeu? If people in the chat could not spoil it, that would be great. When was the last time Madrid lost the first leg by 3 goals? Was it against Ajax? And then was the score... I don't know. Fucking 3-2? It was not. In which case, I have no idea. Was it the second leg? Yeah. I have no idea then, Musty. Was it Dortmund? Was it Dortmund in the 12-13 season when Lewandowski popped off? Was it that one? Was it Dortmund? I know they got twatted. It was. Oh, was it? Was it the 12-13 season? They got twatted in the second leg as well. Wasn't it like 3-0 or something mad? Look at me. I know my trivia sometimes. Yeah, like, didn't Lewandowski score 5 goals over the 2 legs? Something insane. Can't recall exactly. Halftime, by the way, in the match. Good, fun game so far. Of course, PSG have been the better side. Villa posing that threat on the counter-attack. But there are so many tidy, lovely, twinkle-toed PSG players. They're a really fun side to watch. Really fun side to watch. Exactly, football elitist. Yeah, that's why we sort of got rid of him. Who'd take Grealish? Well, we might... I don't know. We might have to do a situation where we, like, subsidize it a little bit. I don't know how it might work. Who knows? Maybe he'd, like, be happy with taking a pay cut. Or he'd have to if he wants to play consistently. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, big up to me. Real won 2-0. Okay, never mind them, Fez. Fez. I thought Lewandowski scored like 5 goals or something mad. He's done, Will, I'm afraid to say. And it's his own fault, in fairness. Like, he's not really evolved since that treble year. He's just gone backwards over and over again. I'm not even going to bring up the off-field stuff that keeps happening to him. And when you've got, like, Doku and Savio, who provide very similar traits in respect of his, like, ball retention, Savio in particular, but they also add output, then yeah, I don't think you can justify keeping him. And again, he can't be starting for us nowadays. It can't really happen. He just needs to go. And that's sad, but it's time. It is time. There's loads of things happening. Again, he's always like getting drunk or whatever, and like Pep keeps talking about it, and he keeps clearly getting visibly annoyed at basically reporters saying, you know, is he fit? Is he good? Is he ready to go? And Pep's basically saying, look, I'm basically done with him. is the message that Pep keeps saying, and I think I'm basically done with him as well. Yeah, and again, like he's just like not. He's not amending his problems on pitch either. Do is the future? Yeah, mad. I take 50 mil for Grealish. Would be very lucky to get that. How many years are left on the contract? Is it 1 after this or is it 2? Let's have a look. I feel like isn't he on like the last year of his contract? Let's have a look. Let's have a look, see. Why is my Chrome so slow today? Transfer marks value him at what, 35 million euros, is that? Yeah, mad. And when's his contract expire? Oh, oh my god, it doesn't expire for another 2 years. Christ. Yeah, he's going to be 30 in September. Yeah, so he's still 2 years on the contract. Yeah, we just need to take a massive hit there. What is his amortization? What's his book value, sorry? If we bought him for 100 million, can someone find... Wait, no, I can just do that myself. I'm an idiot. Was it 6? So 6 years, was it? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Right, let's do some maths, guys. If he cost £100 million on a 6-year contract, that means that his per annum amortization is 16.6 recurring million. So times that by 2, because he's got 2 years left on the contract. That means his book value is 33.3 million recurring. So if we can get even a fee of like 35 million pounds, then we are making profit. Yeah? We're making profit on the books, and that's what matters. Oh dear. There we go. Yeah, that's his book value as of this summer, anyway. Yeah, so if we, as I say, if we can get 35 million, then I think you've got to take that. TBH. TBH. That's a good amount, That's a good amount. I'm sure Spurs would like him. He seems like a very Spursy player. I don't know. They did want him originally, didn't they? But Will, he's one of our highest earners. He's not good enough to start for City anymore. He can't be our starting left winger. It's not going to happen. He's not really that guy anymore. And you can't have a player like that on those wages on the bench. If he wasn't one of our highest earners, I'd agree and I'd keep him as a squad option. But you can't have one of your highest earners not being a starter, like, consistently. And he can't start right now. He's got to be moved on. Especially considering that we are now, and in fairness always have been, I think it's just been, it's definitely been brought more to my brain. Obviously we already knew we were reliant on, Haaland's shots and goal scoring, but there's not many shooters in our squad. And if we're losing Kevin, then we need to have more shooters, and Grealish ain't one of them. Hey, yeah, big up the Netsben trophy, big it up. Yeah, well, good maths by Will, well done. Think about the wages De Bruyne and Grealish would free up. That's the thing as well, isn't it? What's he on? Well, Capology isn't real, but they say he's on £300,000 a week. Now, that's not going to be accurate. However, you don't sign a £100 million player and don't make him one of your highest earners. So even though Capology is not 100% accurate, it's still going to be a general ballpark-ish area. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Now, again, that's from a site which isn't actually real. I don't know if anyone's actually found out exactly how much he's on, or if that's ever been actually revealed. But again, if you sign like a British record player at the time, you're not bringing him in to be earning 50 grand or even like 150, earning bare P, considering City's wage bill as well. So yeah, you can't have that player on the bench. Someone earning that much P has got to be starting consistently. That rhymes. Who would be your perfect Grealish replacement? You know what? I don't even think that we even when I did like the rebuild stream the other day. We didn't really do like a Grealish replacement. In all honesty, I think we looked at the wide players we had, or that Pep would consider as we had Marmoush and Bob and Savio and Doku. So I don't even know if there's room for another wide player there. The biggest anti-shooter. Yeah, and again, you guys know I love Grealish, but that's how you know it's time to move on. When I, of all people, am saying, yeah, he needs to go. Yeah, it's mad, Will, isn't it? Again, it might not. It's not exactly that amount, but if that moment in that documentary, I'm not a Sunderland fan. I don't like Sunderland either because they always beat City 1-0. But that really pissed me off, that scene where he basically just went, "Nah, I'm just gonna chill here and just not play and destroy your whole chances of trying to sign players. It's gonna ruin your wage bill. Sorry about that." Again, he's in his right to do that, but Jesus, what a dickhead. Yeah, we have enough wide players, and also, again, if we think that we can spend around £300 million gross this summer, that's a made-up number, but it's probably going to be there or thereabouts, isn't it? And that's probably going to be regardless of outgoings. And that's the thing as well. Our outgoings are not going to be. I mean, collectively they might get us a decent amount if we sell a lot of them. But what do we think is going to be the biggest individual sale this summer for City, or what could be? And don't say Hall. I'm talking about realistic players. It's probably like McAtee. And how much is he going to go for? Like 30, maybe something like that. Again, maybe Grealish for around 30. Walker, you're not going to get anything for Walker. De Bruyne's gone, obviously. If Kovacic went, you're not going to get anything for him. If Stones went, you're not going to get anything for him. If Ake went, you're not going to get much for him. If Nunes went, you're not going to get much for him. We're not selling good players in this summer, are we? It's going to be absolute maximum, probably around 30-ish million. Unless there's like an academy player that we just sack off or something. Again, even like a McAtee, he might only be around that much. We're not going to generate that much. Edison, maybe. He was, there was a price. Was it 25 million in the summer he was apparently going for? Or maybe it was 30. But either way, that amount is going down as well. Yeah, yeah. Yes, it might be around 30 for McAtee. And that's the highest. We might be looking at single digits for some of these. It's mad. It's more like the wage bill where it's going to be a benefit. Yeah, Will, hopefully he's coming back. He played 5 minutes against Leicester. Hopefully he's coming back. This was going to be his season, man. It's just going to be delayed by a year, that's all. Yeah, players like Doku will always be valuable because they can just like beat a low block whenever they want. We do need to be better. I mean, his balls do sometimes need to be better, but at the same time, players need to be in the box or there or thereabouts. We're selling senile men. Now, I think Echeverry will stay, I think. From the sounds of it, we're going to wait to see what happens in the Club World Cup and then go from there. I'd like to think that Echeverry will impress and he'll convince Pep that he should be keeping him as, again we touched on this in the Man City rebuild, to basically be the 2018 Foden, you know? To be around the squad, play every now and then. Yeah, if you're going to start, maybe from out wide rather than centrally. Just eat. Yeah, not too much though. Wasn't that much. Wasn't that much that was being mooted. Edison was 30 million. So that was 30 million last year. So now it's going to be 25 million max, you'd say. Maybe even down to 20. I don't know how much. I don't know how long Ortega's got left on his deal, if any. But he's not going to be much either because he's a keeper and relatively old and whatnot. Yeah, we're not going to get much money for our sales. Unless we sign a load of academy players or something. I don't know. That takes us back to the winger question. You know, if people want this, and this is where LB and I disagree. He's well within his right to think this, but I don't necessarily agree. He wants a first choice winger. That's absolutely fine. But we're talking about a player who's going to be at least 80 million. And we need, before that, we need a goalkeeper. We need a backup goalkeeper. We need a right back. We need a we need like an all-round midfielder, and we also need potentially an attacking midfielder before we even touch the wings. We're not going to have enough money for all of that unless we end up spending like 400 or 500 million pounds gross, and that seems a little bit far-fetched. How much did we spend in 17-18? I know inflation's a thing. Let's have a look. Players coming out for the second half, by the way, chaps and chapettes. I don't want him to be playing at 10, Will. You know my thoughts on that. We'll probably end up playing double 10s. Like we did last season. Oh, De Sassy. How much did we spend in 17-18? We spent 300 million euros gross. 300 million euros gross. So again, inflation's a thing. I don't know what that is in pounds, to be fair. What would that be? I don't know, like 270? I don't know. That might be like 350 gross in today's money. If we think it's going to be a similar-ish level of window, we're looking at around 350 gross. And that's on the upper end, probably. You get me? Well, Foden is a central player, Will. What? Hello? I think that's a thing. Best case 190 mil, worst case 150 to 160 through sales alone. Yeah. If we're being generous, that's 350 million gross, right? Nitin says we will have to spend at least 350 million. Yeah, so again, second house kicked off here. So again, it's 60 million on goalkeepers because we need a first choice and a second choice. Probably around 60 million. It's going to be at least 60 million for a right back if it's going to be someone like a Cambiasso type player. So I've already spent 120 million. So how much do I have left? 200. So in theory, oh, here we go. Aston Villa win it back. Tielemans trying to find Rashford quickly. Nice idea, not the ball. So I now only have 230 million. And we need an all-round midfielder. And we might need an attacking midfielder and a winger. That's not going to happen. For how much did I say? 230 million. It's not enough money. If we're talking about stars. Dembele! Oh, it's blocked. Now, if we get Wirtz, people are saying that we might get Wirtz. That's going to be 130 million. Now, all of a sudden, we have 100 million pounds for a star winger and a star all-round midfielder. And you can't get those two players for 100 million. You can get one of them, but you can't get both. So, it can't really happen, in my view. The numbers don't add up in my brain. You get me? But Simian, Ortega wants to leave. He wants to leave if he's not a starter. That's the thing. 2-0 to Barca. Oh yeah, I've just seen it. Yamal and Lewandowski having a little handshake. Did Yamal create it? I love Yamal, he's the boy. Oh, Kvaratskhelia. Again, so much space for Dembele out of nowhere. Blocked though. Come on, show me the replay of the goal, mate. Don't be a bitch. Come on. Here is Yamal on the ball. Oh, it's the lovely little cross to the back post. And Rafinha to Lewandowski. That's a really nice goal. Rafinha did brilliantly well to keep that in play, actually. Nice. That's a good goal. Can't lie. Sorry about that, Jack. My 2-0 prediction is on. Yeah, Ortega wants to be a starter, so we'd have to get rid of him as well. Yeah, I agree, Smian. The numbers just don't add up. They don't add up. If you also want to get Wirtz. It can't be a thing. Oh, lovely little flick. Hakimi, Ruiz, straight away. Look at this. Kvaratskhelia running against Disasi. This can only end one way. And there it is. He nearly ends up on the floor. And there it is. It can only end up one way. We called it as it was happening, guys. We literally called it as it was happening. That is a ridiculous finish. Oh, gosh. Disasi got torn inside out. Yeah. Disasi versus Kvaratskhelia. That's horrid. And there it is. As simple as that. What a wonderful bit of play. Villa lose it high at the pitch. Wonderful flick by Dembele. Ruiz quickly into Kvaratskhelia. And yeah, this is only going to end one way. Oh, he got absolutely sent. I mean, the finish is still ridiculous. And Martinez being beaten at his near post, question mark. Nah, in fairness now, that's a mad finish. Yeah. I can't have forgotten Martinez there. That's a mad finish. Beautiful. God, PSG is such a fun side to watch. Oh, someone got banned. Get wrecked. Beautiful. Yeah, he got done there. Oh, you can't even blame him for getting done 1v1 by Kvaratskhelia. Good lord. But Nitin, it's not about how much City can spend. It's about how much City are allowed to spend, isn't it? Because PSR is a thing. That's the thing. there will be a maximum amount they can spend, but it will be capped just by virtue of financial restrictions. Why isn't Conte the right back? Is he even on the bench? Oh, wait, he's playing. What am I talking about? Who am I thinking of? I don't. My brain, when you said Conte, I thought Mings, and I have no idea why, because they don't sound anything alike. Yeah, Mings is on the bench. Yeah, Conte's starting. My bad. For vibes? For vibes? It's a thing. It's a thing. Age, that's all that happened. Age and a failure to rebuild. We know what happened. That's all. Don't worry. Hopefully, we get the summer right. But yeah, we will have to spend like 300-ish million. Pretty clearly. Oh, Villa have got to make sure this game doesn't run away from them. I don't want the next tie to be over and done with. Oh, little dink. Good defending. I don't know how PSG are generating so much space. It's so clever. Because it's not like Villa are, you know, playing expansive football here. They're trying to keep things tight, but it's just the constant movement and the rotations of the PSG players is just causing chaos. Yeah, they lost 3-2 in the end, mate. In fairness, because we have already started the rebuild in Jan now, thankfully. What's the better matchup for Arsenal? I think instinctively, the answer is PSG, but I just wonder, because PSG are going to be expansive against Arsenal, and we know how solid defensively Arsenal are, so I don't actually know the answer to that. Yeah, Jean Neves is lovely. It is beautiful, but I tell you what, you do not want to be doing it consistently. It gets real old real quick. This won't end well, says German Chicken Wing. If Enrique wins the Champions League, hey, that might be the Pep successor right there. Would that be his second Champions League? Is that right? Is that right? I think it was. Doué against Lewis Skelly. I think Lewis Skelly would do decent in that matchup. I can't lie. He's got the bulk. Hang on, Villa. A 1-goal deficit is not the end of the world. I don't know. I'd be a bit concerned that Arsenal would beat PSG. Cannot lie. I miss Haaland now, says Roman. Those 2 years of strikerless football, you know, there were some good moments. It was pretty football at times. But the amount of chances that we just spurned and missed was mental. The amount of times we're like, oh my god, if we just had a fucking striker. Really good interception there. Good work, Ramsey. Had to get it right. That's what I'm thinking, Will. Emery normally does quite well against Arsenal. Nagelsmann or Enrique. I wouldn't mind either of those options. I like Inzaghi as well. If Company can prove himself, he'll be on the list also. Jury's out there. We'll have to wait and see. There's not enough sample size to make a decision either way. Could be the go. Hey, we also can have pacey wingers if we have Doku and Savio. Just being able to use them, I guess. Nitin, no chance. Surely. In the Champions League era, Real Madrid have never come back from being 3 goals down in a knockout game. It's never happened. Surely it's not going to start now. The last time it happened overall was 40 years ago in the European Cup for Real Madrid. Also, how many goals have Arsenal even conceded in the Champions League this season? Oh yeah, Nitin, you've got to answer for your crimes because you said, as Musty says, you said with chest that Real Madrid have definitely come back from 3 goals down in the Champions League. And they didn't, and they haven't. So, naughty, naughty. Naughty knitting is naughty, yeah? Here come PSG again. Dembele. There's 2 players on him. Might not be enough. What a ball! Oh, the block. Good God. I had no idea that pass was even on. It's so good. So good by PSG. Christ. Mental. These guys are so good. In modern Champions League era, Madrid never scored 2 goals in 90th minute, but they did against City. Right, Nitin, but that doesn't change the fact that you said with chest that in the Champions League era, Madrid came back from 3 goals down. What do you have to say for yourself, you fraudster? You swine. Yeah, this is what PSG always should have been. Like, really fun football, but with an emphasis on, like, embedding these, like, young French superstars. France have arguably in fact, it probably just is number 1, the greatest talent pool in all football. Use it more. And they are now. We've seen it with Doué and obviously Barcola. It's lovely. We'll always be together. Together in electric dreams. What a song. Yeah, PSG are playing with joy. Asensio, speaking of Real Madrid. Surprised he didn't start. Here is Tielemans. Whippage to Disasi at the back post. Thought that was a foul. Ball in. Oh! It actually found a Villa head. Deary me. It's not over this for Villa. It's not over. Tielemans again. Ball in. Mendes able to get on top of that one. In 2016, they came back against Wolfsburg with a 2-goal deficit. Yeah, but where's my 3? Oh my God. Counter-attack. Doué. He's got options. Oh. Hakimi. Oh, good save. Martinez gets a strong hand to it. God, they're living life on the edge here. Yeah, Nitin, that's fine, but answer for your crimes. Crash Scaly is so lovely. Oh, Doué! Oh! I think Rio Ferdinand was about to orgasm there. He went, oh, but... Want to help Arteta with tactics? Vibes. I don't know, Luis. I don't know. I haven't heard that. Excuse me. Asensio for Ramsey. Yeah, this is a really entertaining game. I just want it to be either way, either a draw or only 1 goal ahead. I don't want it to be 2 goals ahead for PSG. I want another Crash Scaly goal. Reese, thank you for subscribing, mate. Is he not on commentary? Am I thinking of someone else? He just went like, oh. It's given away, that's poor. Oh, João Neves, that's the ball winner. Oh, and then the immediate ball forward. Yeah, we could have really used that at City this season. Well done, mate. Oh, nearly. I'm going to tweet that, actually. Every time I watch... how do you spell Zhao? Is it J-A-O-U or J-O-A-O? J-O-A-O. Every time I watch João Neves play for PSG, I sigh and think of what could have been. Yeah, that's the one. Not how I thought it was spelled at all. I thought there would have been an accent in there somewhere. Dembele, this time, the fullback gets the better of him. As Roger if he was 5'6". Is that how tall he is? But he's got a stocky frame, hasn't he? That's the thing. That is the thing. No, Musty, what's this? Yeah. Wait, PSG wants a penalty. What for? Hello? Nuno Mendes thinks it's a handball. I doubt it. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? They're checking it for handball. Nah, check over. You ain't getting that, mate. Pissing me off. Yeah, it's a... Well, the thing is... Here's the thing. I think that YouTube has an auto-flagging system for certain comments. So it doesn't show up in the live chat. However, the widget I have shows comments regardless. So I think it hits my widget before YouTube can auto, like, blacklist it, if that makes sense. So you remember, like, a couple of weeks ago when I was like, guys, can the mod please deal with this guy who's spamming? But it wasn't showing up in the chat. But it was showing up in my widget. I don't know if there's anything I can do to fix that, to be honest with you. I might need to look into it. But yeah. Yeah, just on this point. Yeah, you're right. I can do all messages. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Sack the widget? Respect the widget, yeah? Respect it. It served me well over these years. It might, to be fair, I haven't updated it in years. I might see if I can have a redesign or something. I do like it though. No one else in like the football streaming world seems to have their chat on the screen. I don't know why. Yeah, don't worry about it, Dave. It's all good. I like the fact that chat's on the screen. My Duolingo streak, good question. I haven't done it today. It's 60 something. No, it's 70. I had to do it today. We're doing good. I've not really been enjoying it recently. I've just been doing it for the sake of doing it. I've just been doing it for the sake of keeping my streak. I feel like I'm not learning much. I had to go back to my audiobooks. I was actually learning stuff there. Rookie numbers. They are rookie, to be fair, yeah. I used to have it for over a year and then I just stopped. I think I lost it and I was like, sack this off. 27 minutes. If Villa can just lose 2-1, they will still think they can maybe get a result at home. There is a world where that happens. I think PSG might know that. They need to go for it. Spanish, Life Uzi. But again, I've been trying to learn Spanish for years, and it never works. I can't do languages. I was never good at them at school. That was the one subject I just couldn't do. Again, without, I was very good at every other subject. I was in set 1 for everything. I just could never do French. Could not figure it out. Did not understand it. Le weekend dernier. Sorry, what was your question? Ding ding. Can you like fuck off, pet? Is that a thing you can do? Oh, here we go. Yeah, filter. Oh yeah, there it is. If you put your chat filter onto all messages, well done, Musty. Yeah, okay, good. Now I can see him. Hide user. Prick. There we go. Now I know. Thank you, Musty. Yeah, sorry, what was your question? Do you have sub-only modes? I do normally put it on. I haven't put it on today, mainly because I forgot. But yeah, you're right. That is a way to deter it. That's why I started putting it on, in fairness. I can watch Spanish Disney films without subtitles. Excellent work. Get the band. It doesn't work for the YouTube, I'm afraid. I can't get it to link up in the same way. It won't grab the profile picture. Oh no, is it 3-0? Oh dear. Welp. I am happy that we chose to watch this game. At least this one is again a tightish affair. That one went how we thought. Barca domination. Lewandowski again. How many goals is he on this season? Absolute mentalist. It's great that he's still going at the highest level. Fair play. Steve what? Barca might do another treble, says Ryan. Has the Copa del Rey happened? Are Barca in the final of that, I'm guessing. Disasi's a big lad, isn't he? I would have loved to have had Spanish at my school, Kazoo, but you could only pick French or German. Oh, shot from distance, easy for Martinez. Oh, El Clasico, nice. There you go, Ancelotti might win a trophy this season. There you go, sorted. French and Spanish is a good option. Just German. Why did we decide to do German? No offense, but why? Oh, João Neves. That was David Silva-esque. Oh, this guy, man. Why didn't we sign him? Why? Why? So upsetting. Oh, God. You know how many issues he would have signed, guys? Do you understand? I mistyped. I put everyone instead of every time. I can't type now. I can't type. My little brain's dead. It is, because it's nothing. There's so many differences, aren't there? It's like Nackte Wissenschaft. That's like hospital or something. Mad. It's like, what are you playing at? Tweet needs to get deleted. I might delete it. I might delete it and redo it. It's annoying me that. No, I actually can't be asked. That's how. That means we didn't sign him, so we signed Bruno Jean Belabor. Hooray! Yeah, exactly. Good point. French at least has got some sort of like patterns, hasn't it? Although I still don't really understand that. I know this is in Spanish as well. I don't really get how are certain words feminine and some words masculine. No. How do you decide that? And you're just supposed to remember them, aren't you? It's stupid. Sorry, German chicken wing. Big up to the Germans. Oh, Dembele. Oh, well defended by Villa. Come on, Villa. Let's get another goal. Look at Rashford. He's in space. He's onside. Here he is. Beraldo. Oh, he goes down far too easily. He ran into Hakimi. Get up, mate. Oh, ending is masculine. Yeah, I get that, Kazoo, but is it that simple in French? I know it's that simple in Spanish, but is it the same in French? Also, not every single word ends in an O and an A, surely. Dembele, that's a great slander name. Oh! They are sorted, Simian. They're chilling. Why do they get to... I mean, to be fair, England does also have really good players, but, you know. I will be interested to see what we do, because England now, for the first time in... I don't even know. When was the last time we had a good manager at England? Oh my God, Villa, what are you doing? When was the last time England had like a good manager? I'm struggling. Big Sam. I can't actually think. Certainly not in the 21st century. It's probably, what's he called? Bobby. Bobby. Like, why can't I think of his surname? Oh my god. I can see his face. He managed Newcastle. He managed Barcelona, for Christ's sake. What was his name, guys? Help me out. Northgate, shut up, guys. Oh, he's in behind his Hakimi. Goes for goal, and it's brilliant. Through the legs of Martinez. Offside. Oh. Deary me. That could have been it. That's through Martinez's legs. Is he onside? Nah, it does go well off, yeah. Nice idea, but yeah, he's off too early. Yeah, Bobby Robson. Thank you, Dave. That was the last time we had a great manager. That was the last time. And that was I can't remember when he stopped being manager. Was it 1990 he stopped? I think it may have been. I think that was his last tournament as England manager. That's probably the last time. Crazy. Crazy. Oh, Dewey, one absolute baller. It's a good point, fact checker. It is hard to implement youth players if you're a team who wants to win the Premier League. Like, we've only really been able to do it in terms of, like, you know, getting them from the academy to a starter, you know, like, consistently. We've only been able to do it with one player, like, under Pep, really, from, like, our academy to like, consistent week in, week out starter. Well done, Jack. Good work. I've no idea what it is, guys. He managed Pep. Yeah, he managed Barcelona for a while. Morgan Rogers. Oh, it's too central, man. Rogers, do better. Do better. Test Donnarumma. He's ass. Rashford should be taken out. I always thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong this whole time. I always thought it was. I still no idea what I'm doing with these knob coins, by the way. No idea what we can even use them for. Is there any chance Barcola leaves since he's not a guaranteed starter? Nah. Don't think so. Not really. He'll chill, he'll vibe, he'll be alright. I mean, he would be... If I'm Arsenal, and I'm not, I would throw all the money at him, though. You bin them. So you don't want to do roulettes ever again, Musty. Morgan Rogers with a little dink. Oh, nice idea by Rogers. Love that little scoop. Oh, imagine if he got a little nick on that. There you go. So we need to think of something to do with them. You get me? Would you have given Kapsaf and Yamal the same chances at their age at City? I mean, he did give young players a chance when he was at Barca. So probably. Like, he promoted Busquets from Barca B and Pedro from Barca B. So based on precedent, probably. Yeah. I'd say so. Oh dear. 50 minutes left. Hang on, Villa, please. Make it interesting. Come on now. When's the next stream gonna be? It's like rhetorical. I'm asking myself. I don't know if I'm. As I said, I don't think I'm gonna have time on Saturday to do a post-mortem straight after the match, because after the match I need to go to my parents because it's my mum's birthday. So there might not be any content on Saturday, I'm afraid. I might see if I can do something Sunday, but even then, Mrs. Nobbins' dad is coming up, so I might not have time. We'll see. The second half hasn't been as fun. Won't lie. There's still been some good football, but there's a sting has definitely been taken out of it. Arsenal versus Villa Champions League final would be amazing, but who would you see playing in the final? If it's between Arsenal and Villa, I know that Emery's Villa have caused Arsenal a lot of problems, but I couldn't see anything other than an Arsenal win, I will be honest with you. I forgot about Zaire Emery as well. How much talent do they have? It's not fair. This is outrageous. 4-0 is it, Smianji? Sorry, Jack. It gets even worse. United Leon. Nah, we don't stream Europa League, I can't lie. I've gotten zero interest in streaming that. I think I've streamed one Europa League game, and that was the final when West Ham were in it, was it? Or was it Rangers who were in it? And yeah, Nah, unless City are in it, I will not be watching any Europa League. Can't lie, won't lie. Crash Gailey, is there a third goal here for PSG? Come on, João Neves, what have you got for me? Why has he got number 87? That upsets me. Yeah, it would have to be semi-final, wouldn't it, German Chicken Wing? Leverkusen Atalanta, because I wasn't interested. Again, I didn't care. Yeah, that whole Onana thing was so funny. At first, when Matic was like speaking, I thought it was AI. When the headline was "Worst goalkeeper in United's history," I was like, surely he didn't actually say that. And then you hear what yeah, it's not a foul. And then you hear what Onana says, you're like, all right, fair play. I think Matic is all right to do that. And then Onana's response is mental. Really, oh, you mouthed the goal. Really petulant reply saying, well, at least I won, a trophy with Man United, unlike you. But then don't know if you guys saw my tweet, what's so funny is that on the Onana tweet, someone's done a community note because, Rashford, that wasn't the ball. Because Onana said, I've won trophies, exactly. And then someone in the community note said, actually, Onana's only won a trophy with United, not trophies. I just thought that was really funny and like really petulant. It's all good fun though, isn't it? Is Rafinha winning the Ballon d'Or this year? Asks Razad. We won't know who will win the Ballon d'Or until the winner of the final is established. Because over the past 20 years, the winner of the Ballon d'Or has either, unless your name is Messi or Ronaldo, the winner of the Ballon d'Or has always either won the Champions League or an international tournament. Matic didn't win with United now. So there is no international tournament this summer. Is there? Unless I'm mistaken there. But there's certainly not a Euros. I don't think there's a Copa America either. So that ain't happening. So it really boils down to who's going to win the Champions League. So if Barca win it, then yeah, Rafinha will definitely have a chance. But they're going to have to win it. No, Jack, I thought that as well. But then I looked up Matic's honours on Wikipedia and he wasn't there. So he must have left by the time that happened. But because you're right, I thought that as well, but no. What's the international tournament? Nations League. I don't know if that counts, Ryan. I can't lie. I don't think that counts. Okay. A major international tournament. A Euros, a Copa America, an AFCON, whatever. I think it must have been after him, Jack, surely. Gold Cup, shut up. Club World Cup. Yeah, fairs. Yeah, Fast Show is a great show. I've got Mrs. Nobbins onto the IT crowd. She didn't like it at first, but she's entertaining it now. I've been enjoying a program. It's because it's on. I don't have. Well, I guess I could have watched it on Sky, but it's also on Netflix. It's Gangs of London. It's got one of the Peaky Blinders actors in it. Would if you like gangster stuff, and I like gangster stuff a lot, not in the real world, in like media form, It's very good. It's as you would expect. There's lots of death and betrayal and murder in it and blah, 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 blah. But it's a very good series. Would recommend. I've been watching that recently. Oh, no, this is a gangster. Yes, I am an OG. Don't mess with me, or I'll give you a Nobbins smile. Yeah? 10 minutes left, Villa. Come on. Here's Onana. I'm very surprised he didn't start, considering PSG's midfield is so ridiculously good. I still would have liked Onana. I wouldn't... Why can't we go for Onana in the summer? Riddle me that, ladies and gentlemen. Why can't we go for Onana? 1 year at Villa. Come over here, mate. If Villa don't get Champions League football, and we do, bring me Onana. I did watch The Irishman. I will never watch it again. I think it is a good film. People are acting like it was the best film in the world. Oh, look at Onana go, man. Look at him go. That's brilliant. Oh, I should do better with that shot. Oh, it's wide. It's a corner. Yeah, Irishman again. Good film. Far too long. I think it's around an hour too long. The last act, I did not enjoy. I understand why they did it, but it was a... Oh, look at Martinez. That's so funny. Yeah. Whoa, German chicken wing chill. He's not bad at all. He's a good player. Chill, chill, chill. No, not for goalkeeper Razad. I'm talking about the midfielder, the good Onana. He would be really good for us. Imagine him and Rodri in the centre. You ain't getting past that, yeah? You are not getting past that. Make it so Villa, you know, don't qualify for Champions League. Buy a player off them so they satisfy PSR. Everyone's a winner. How much did they spend on Onana? Was it like 50 million? Can someone please confirm? Inglourious Basterds is a good film. Yeah, it is a Tarantino one, isn't it? So that is a bit of fun. Excuse me. Oh, it's a bit sleepy egg. Mega Shark. I'm getting married in 2 days. Can't believe that film. The best Pokemon game of all time is Heart Gold or Soul Silver. Easy mode. Oh, Villa, stop giving away the ball. You doing? Yeah, I will say I haven't played the more modern ones. Go on, Villa. You can't score the goals if you don't have the ball. Yeah, Heart Gold's the one. It's a perfect remake. What makes it so good? The fact that your... First of all, Johto's the best region. The fact that your Pokemon follows you, behind you, yeah? Kanto's actually done properly. And it's just nice sprites. Black and white better? Nah. Chill. Does your Pokemon follow you in black and white? Didn't think so. Yeah? Didn't think so. Also, there's lots of ugly sprites in black and white. Yeah, Kazoo. That is iconic cinema. Yeah, and that was cute, but it was only yellow. Yeah, it was only Pikachu that could do that. It was only Pikachu that could do it. Everyone else, you want your other Pokemon to follow you, you're in for a bad time. You're in for a bad time. Jack, allow it. Oh, Nana. What's my name? Oh, no. Notice how Villa haven't conceded a goal since Onana came on the pitch. I see you, Onana. I see you. Yeah, Pikachu is sick, but it's only one. The Commando games? No, I did not. Luis Campos is leaving PSG this summer after his contract expires. Whoever gets him will be absolutely lucky, says Nitin. Put my João Neves in the bag. Vitinha sofa. Where did they sound Vitinha from? Let me know. Black to White are the best main series Pokemon games. I haven't played them in years. I just would replay Heart Gold over and over again. Best starters and legends are in Gen 5. I think the starters in Gen 5 are a bit shit. Am I misremembering? There's Embor, is it? That's a horrible starter. Superior is good. But isn't the water one Oshawott? Or whatever it's called. I think they might be the worst starters. I can't lie. The only one that was good was Superior in terms of design. And he was not very good from a use standpoint. Dortmund's so shit. Ansu Fati getting minutes against them. They aren't the worst. What's the worst then? If it's a more recent one, I would say I've not played Gen 8, so I can't comment on Gen 8. But they're certainly worse than anything Gen 7 and before. Definitely. There's not a single good one there outside of Superior. But to use your Superior, you need its hidden ability. Yeah, exactly. They all stink, mate. Oh, Sporting, was it? Crazy. All these ballers from the Portuguese league. Yeah, I think there was a significant decline after Gen 6. I won't lie to you. Why Villa not countering well? Like every time they counter, it's too slow or they lose the ball. PSG are just onto them every single time. In fairness, Razad, despite the fact that there's no like, big boy defensive midfielder in their midfield. They're all incredibly energetic and quick and intense and aggressive in their press. Gen 2! Totodile and Cyndaquil. Chikorita, I'll allow. Hello? For Alligator, it's my favourite Pokemon, Uzi. Typhlosion? Mental. Mental. Right, come on, Digne. I forgot you existed. Last chance saloon here, boys. And that's nothing by the sassy. Never going to Pokemon. I think if you were going to try it out, Kazoo, try one of the older games. Yeah, Gen 2 hate will not be tolerated, Uzi. When was the first dual type starter? That was Blaziken, was it? Gen 3. And that was the only... Oh no, Swampert was water ground. And Sceptile was just grass. Why did they leave my boy Sceptile out to dry? Oh yeah, Venusaur, lol. Oh my god, and Charizard. Yeah, I'm talking shit. Ignore me. Ignore me, man. Yeah, Charizard's fire flying as well, innit? Dortmund come back on, and it's offside. Well, Villa can't even get close to PSG, man. Oh, lovely ball over the top. Can Barcola get onto it? He can. It's so quick. Oh, God, here it is. This could be the third. Again, wonderful block. They've had to keep doing that, have Villa. Christ. I've got such a big backlog of games. I've still got games from the fucking 80s that I want to play. My backlog is ever growing. I'm never going to finish my backlog. And I keep wanting to add to it. I like collecting the games, though, as well, in fairness. Razat says, commentator says something about PSG playing only 34 league matches. PSG don't have a game before the second leg too. Premier League's holding back teams from European success. It does help, to be fair, Razat, that they've already won Liga. It is a thing. What's that? You need a new game. You're bad at getting into games. Once I'm there, I'm there. But I've got to be in the mood. And over the past few years, I've not really been in the mood to game. I got back into it a couple months ago. A little bit. But I haven't played the game in a while. Been enjoying my Lego, though. My Lego's been very fun. I tell you guys, I built the Sarlacc pit today. It looks hype. I got Boba Fett hanging onto it like that. It's pretty sick. Crash Scalia, desperate for a third goal, our PSG. That's better by Disassi, and never mind, he gave away the ball. It was a foul. Okay, I'll let you off then, I suppose. Yeah, emulators are good. My sister recently discovered emulators as well, She's been playing. I think Fire Red. Is it? So she's been enjoying that. Yeah, emulators are good fun. But I do prefer to play on original hardware. And I do have a Game Boy player in my games room where you can connect a Game Boy game to your television. Legitimately. Indeed, Jake, that is the key. It is a one-team league from a title race perspective in respect of the dominance. Rogers, oh, that would have been glorious. Nearly an impossible chance to score, though. Honchgro's pretty hench. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Indeed, Kazoo. Yeah, look, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you'll find that... I mean, to be fair, if you go to uni, then you'll have loads of time to piss around until it gets to exam season. But thereafter, yeah, you'll have like barely any time, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's a good prediction, Smian. I went 2-1 for this game. So I did say 2-0 for the other game, but I still predicted an easy Barca win. And I've got this one right so far. Boom. Yeah, Honchgro's pretty elite. I never used a Honchgro though. Yeah, it is mad. I took that for granted when I was at uni. You know? Just sort of like dicked around. I mean, I'd used the time to be fair. I went to the gym and I played games and I had fun. But yeah. You don't realise what you have until it's gone. Oh, here it is. 3-1, surely. Oh, that's it. Well done. That is brilliant. And that is probably the tie. Nuno Mendes. That's a fullback doing that. And that's probably... And sadly for Aston Villa, that's probably killed it for me. They had to hang on. They had to hang on. And that's probably it. Ridiculous by Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Indeed, Razad. I just like to hold the game. You get me? It's a lovely running behind by the left back. Yeah, Conte and Martinez both get absolutely sent. Both committed far too easily. Lovely by Nuno Mendes. That's mental. Hate watch. Kazoo, do you not like Villa? Oh, Musty, why not, mate? Feel free to DM me if you'd like to. Gorgeous. Those running behinds by PSG have been causing chaos all day. Beautiful. And again, that is the tie, I'm afraid to say. In my view, there's only one Champions League quarter-final which is still alive. And that is... That's the Inter game, because that's only 2-1. I think all the other games are done. Next week, what games should we do then? Hello, Liam. Liam Byrne, are we good? Are we on for tomorrow? Are we good for tomorrow evening, matey? Your pay-per-view. Send me your pay-per-view tonight, by the way, please. Have conversations with your creative team. Is that true, Nitin? Was he offered to us? Again, he was one where he was like loaned and then... What's it? Zara Emery had a twat from distance. My Villa mate's a twat. Okay, Fez Kazoo. Who's man of the match? Full time, by the way. Who's man of the match? I'd probably give it to... I'd probably give it Dembele, in all honesty. He was creating chances and causing threat all throughout that match. We are on for tomorrow. Wonderful. Yeah, Liam Byrne. And I'd like your pay-per-view cards tonight, please, so that I can get that sorted. So if you could send them me before close of play tonight, that'd be great. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. What matches shall we do next week then? Again, I don't mind doing Arsenal, Real Madrid, even though I do think that match is done. And I think that's a dead tie. I think they've won. But we can still do it. Again, I'd prefer it if Inter Bayern was on a different day. I understand that. Dortmund Barca, shut up. Wanted Villa to win, but Martinez to lose, so I'm happy. Inter Bayern and this again, says Kazoo. Yeah, what if Madrid score a goal early? It's not going to happen, but like, what if? What if something happens? If it's 0-0, I tell you what, we'll start with Real Madrid Arsenal, and if it's still 0-0 at half time, I will sack it off. I'm going to go watch Inter Bayern. United hates Watchalong, asks Chicken Wing. Nah, I've got no interest in doing the Europa League. I won't lie to you, matey. And also, I've been busy every single evening this week, and I feel like Mrs. Nobbins is feeling a bit neglected. So I want to spend a bit of time with her as well, to be honest. Because I've been a busy boy in the evenings of late. We've not really seen much of each other the past couple of days. So yeah. Just for curiosity's sake, Real Madrid, Arsenal, or Villa versus PSG. Yeah, maybe. Arteta's going to park the bus. No way Madrid does anything. I don't think they will, but there is always a what if. Of course there is. There is always a what if. And again, I just wonder, if Real Madrid score a goal inside 10 minutes, do they start to get a bit shaky? And if they score a second goal in the 70th minute, oh, then what happens? That could be really interesting. I really hope something like that, just to make it dramatic, you know. We'll see, though. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on another neutral watch-along. I won't be doing any Europa League or Conference League, and I also won't be back. I won't be available on Saturday because I'll be at the Etihad for the game, and then I'm going straight from there to my parents' house because it's my mum's birthday. Hopefully you guys can understand that there therefore won't be a post-mortem. And on Sunday, I don't even know if there's time because it's then Mrs. Nobbins' dad is coming up to visit. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go to sleep now, though. Oh, yeah, sorry, I am streaming tomorrow. Sorry, you're absolutely right, but it's in the evening, so it's after I'll spend some time with Mrs. Nobbins, and it's on the Twitch, yeah? Twitch is LNobbins. Make sure to join me. I don't know if that message went through. The link is always in the video description. It's just going to be a fun WWE game on the PlayStation 2. It's very fun, good vibes, chill chat. If that sounds like your thing, the Twitch link is in every single video description. It's just LNobbins on Twitch. See you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I'll be back tomorrow on the Twitch for WWE. Bye.